Hey guys, how's it going? Cell here, and welcome back to episode 10 of the Ultimate Ironman Progress. This might be a bit of a hasty intro, but kind of covered goals and such in the last episode, and it's kind of like an in-between episode, like a two-parter, I guess. So, gonna be continuing with quests, most likely, once we do a little bit of early game grinding. Well, I guess early episode grinding. We're not really super early game for an Ultimate anymore. Though we still kind of are in some ways, just getting into the more mid-levels of some skills. So, in this episode, we will be starting off with a Graceful grind. I think it's high time that I got Graceful, and it is bonus XP for the game that shall not be named. And I'm AFKing stuff over there, so I'd rather not do quests over here for the time being at least. And so this is the perfect time to knock out Agility. I don't think I'm going to record every level because I'm kind of splitting my focus and trying to record two things at once. So I'll be back intermittently with updates though, and possibly with buying some Graceful pieces. We'll find out. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy the episode and see you in the next clip. I just failed 3 laps in a row on the final obstacle. This is garbage. I don't know if I'm ever going to get tired of this animation. It's just so ridiculous. Coming back for another quick update here. I feel like I just said that. I got like deja vu from saying that. Gonna ruin our clean 999 total level here with 47 agility and 1000 total level. Oh wait, I can that means I can lock my yeah. Definitely gonna do that next time I'm in Lumbridge. Not gonna worry about it immediately, but I definitely want to lock this account as being ultimate only because, you know, not to say names or anything, but I don't want this account to be end up, you know, sold to somebody and de-ironed. And all right, there's enough shade thrown. Back to training. Oh, we're also up to 58 marks of grace. I've decided I'm just gonna hold on to these since I don't really run out of run energy at this course anyways. So I'm just gonna buy full Graceful at once. Alright, so because I'm not the brightest crayon in the box, I accidentally, inadvertently, caused my series of clips to be corrupted between between finishing up Graceful and now. So pretty much recap, here are the stats. They're kind of skewed right now because I'm diseased and they're taking damage, etc., etc. So the situation is that I finished up Graceful, complained about agility being boring. Then I moved on to, buying Graceful, I guess. Then questing. So I did, what is that quest called? Big Jumpy Bird Hunting. Then I did freeing Scratch and freeing the Lumbridge Guide of RFD, leaving just the Monkey Ambassador and ceramic bars. Basically, I also talked about how playing from 63 to 70 cooking is to use wines from the Culinaromancer's chest. Then I moved on to do Zogre Flesh Eaters, which is where we are now. Just recently finished that. I mean, it was like 24 hours ago, but in terms of clip succession, yeah. And that all those series of quests got us a couple fletching levels, range levels, herblore, and we got up to 59 agility from getting Graceful. Anyways, on to some more quests that I have planned. So I am going to make the decision to drop over this Armada robe top to my main, if you can call it a main. Just because I'm about to die and go do Lost City, I'm going to have another inventory spot taken up by the staff, Drummond staff, and in general I think this is more clutter than it's worth, so I might as well just drop it over because I don't see myself keeping it long term. Afterwards I am going to keep, I believe, the Renar and the Tome, possibly some pages, the rubies as well. I think I'm going to drop the teak logs and the mahogany logs over at some point, just because I don't see myself using them really, and I'd rather not have them taking up bag space. Apparently making this boat to get back to Lumbridge was a task somewhere. Varrock. I can see right there. Yeah, I can read. This guy just said that he asked if I was scouting him because I was sitting at the wilderness ditch AFKing while I was reading something. And he said, Rock killed rank 2 UIM. I don't care about the rat part, but rank 2 UIM dying for that much value worth is absolutely insane. I just looked it up. Apparently, Mega Ampharos is the guy. Apparently he has died multiple times with a lot of stuff and come back better every time, so yeah, interesting to note, I guess, but at that point, I feel like I'd be less mad if it happened multiple times, I guess. Used to it, maybe. Alright, so I've started Lost City, and I'm just about to get ready to go to Intrana. I am going to choose to pick these nettles instead of the ones in Edgeville, just because I feel like it'll be more convenient being able to run over here, get the stuff I need, then go to Intrana. Got runes for Fire Strike. No idea if that's going to be enough. I'm really hoping so, because otherwise it's going to get kind of annoying. And then afterwards, the plan is to keep the teak logs, mahogany logs, tomes, pages, gems here, and my Renar. Maybe not the Renar. Haven't decided yet, but we can always put it back if I decide I don't need them quite yet. Logs I'll be dropping over to the main. The other stuff I will end up using in some capacity or another. And hopefully we can get this done in under an hour. I will be back if anything interesting happens. Literally, as soon as I died, the world had a massive lag spike. Not a great start to this, honestly. Alright, that was much easier than I expected. I continue to misunderstand, or that's not even the right word. Either overestimate or underestimate the difficulty of certain quests. I did pick up my money, because I figured why not, but now I'm going into the wilderness, and I don't really care if I lose any of the other stuff that I can lose here. But it would be a pain if I lost all this money, so I'm going to go ahead and deposit that first. Holy crap. As usual. The thing you need to die for, reset your inventory for, whatever, takes 10 minutes. Getting the looting bag takes 20 to 30 minutes. The wiki says these are a drop rate from thugs of 1 in 15 now. I just killed 50 of them. This is ridiculous. I'm way over the drop rate on these. I've gotten 4, even at 1 in 30, I'm over the drop rate. I've gotten 4 from 165 kills, so. Alright, I guess that's enough complaining for now. And if I go to the staff and walk into here, that should be the end of Lost City. Hopefully. Okay, there we go. 3 quest points for that, not bad. It will be starting Fairy Tale Part 1 sometime shortly, and then we can start but not complete Fairy Tale Part 2 in order to use fairy rings, which will be very nice because we have easy access to those with the Ardent Cloak. If we, well, apparently not. If we look over here, very common UIM thing, teleport spot here, and a fairy ring here. It should be very nice in the future. Another quick looting bag update. Here's what it's looking like now. Very bare compared to sometimes in the past. Just herbs, seeds, and magic logs that I'm pretty much only saving for Desert Treasure. Because I'm pretty sure it's a massive pain to get magic logs without the proper woodcutting level. And they're not taking up too much space right now anyways. Do have the Tome of Fire. I need 50 magic to wield that. So it's just taking up a slot right now. I do have a plan for that in the future. I'm not sure how soon I'll do that though, if I don't get 50 magic naturally. And even if I do, I've got a couple of things in mind. This can hold up to 1,000 pages, so I actually forgot to do this, and I meant to. Probably just going to charge this completely, and then put the rest of the pages in the looting bag at some point. Immediate plans after questing are getting rid of these rubies and diamonds as well. Don't know if I'll make complete jewelry out of them, but I am going to at least cut them, hence the chisel, and possibly low-alch them as well. I'm in the middle of a quest right now, but I realized I misspoke about the alching situation last time. The rubies are going to the curator at the Varrock Museum to put towards the medallion, because you need 250 of them, I think. And this will be a good chunk of those, obviously. The diamonds, however, will most likely get out. Okay. Very, very comfortable with this list of items. Edible seaweed, unopened oyster, and a piece of charcoal. I'm not even sure it gets easier than that. I literally just can't make this up. First try, got the oyster. I mean, it's not like it's rare or anything, but still, this quest is being spoon-fed to me for sure. Alright, here we go. This is an instance boss fight. I think you can flinch it, but I'm just gonna bring melee to start off. The damage you deal is based on your farming level, so it's good to not have 1, but I still only have 10. Anyway, so I'll be back when this is over. I have no idea if I mentioned this in the last clip. I immediately forgot, but this is an instance boss fight, I believe, so if we die here, we lose everything. And that's the end of it. I did end up flinching the boss because it can hit like 11 plus, so I didn't want to deal with that, and I ran out of prayer just before it died, so it wasn't too bad, I guess. Up to 46 attack and a whopping 10 farming levels from that quest. That'll carry us into the next quest we want to do, which has a requirement of 17 farming. Although, I guess I might not get to it immediately because I think I have to grow something for it. And the quest is Forgettable Tale of a Drunken Dwarf. I think this is my first time actually planting anything on this account. And we're almost 20 on farming. I'm gonna go ahead and cut these rubies and diamonds now while those grow, just to clear up the spaces. And I'll be back when I am. Done, that is. Oh, I can't talk today. Anyways, I did one ruby as a test run just to make sure I could actually give them to him before I cut a whole inventory of them. There's 49 crafting. I think that's level for, oh, maybe not. No, I'm thinking of 49 magic for an amulet of strength, never mind. So here's the last batch of rubies, and we're gonna have 70 more to go. Nice to get a good chunk of that out of the way right now, though. I am going to now cut and then blow out these rubies, or diamonds rather. That is going to turn a slight profit because they low out for 800 each, I believe. 50 crafting. Nice round level. Oh, and I just missed it, but apparently that's the level for ruby amulets, so whenever we need an amulet of strength in the future, now we can just get it. So there's the last of the diamonds. We actually profited a lot more than I thought we would. I guess I didn't realize that nature runes are so cheap. I thought they were maybe like 300-400 something each. Because apparently I didn't remember. Anyways, that is 2 spots cleared up. Could have profited even more if I waited for high alch, but that's still a ways away, so didn't want to wait that long. And we are just shy of 49 magic here, about 3k. So in the midst of doing other stuff, I realized I completely forgot to unlock fairy rings. So went ahead and started Fairy Tale Part 2 and did that. I think, we can see this straight from here. So now we have access to fairy rings. Should be very useful in the future. As long as we have our Draymond staff, of course. And there's Creature of Fengenstrain. Next one up is Forgettable Tale of a Drunken Dwarf. I think I said I was going to do that next, but ended up doing this while I waited for the barley to grow. And it should be done now, so I'm going to go do that. Then afterwards, I hope that we have 25 farming. We should. We should have like 26 or 27. So that we can start Garden of Tranquility and just get that quest out of the way for the 12th time for me. This guy literally wanted a bucket of camel dung for a seed. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. There's Forgettable Tale of a Drunken Dwarf completed. I get like almost 1984 vibes from parts of this quest, but also kind of not really. Like there's almost enough there to call it intentional, but I don't think that was their intent. Anyways, we got 7 farming levels from that. Just under 1000 XP away from 28. But now we're going to move on to everyone's favorite quest, Garden of Tranquility. Almost missed it spamming through dialogue, but there's Garden of Tranquility done after absolutely ages, and that takes up to 31 farming. We can now use the willow seeds that we have in our looting bag. I want to do that at some point, and that should get us at least a little bit of XP, decent amount even, with 22 seeds coming in. Don't know what level these are, but that's a consideration at some point as well. For now, I'm going to ignore that since they're in the looting bag already, and chances are we're going to have to do the whole looting bag shovel fairly soon in the future anyways, so I'll just finish it off at that point. I also want to make sure I'm growing these around the time, or at least have one alive around the time that I want to do Enlightened Journey. I don't know what the level requirement is for that. I think it's just 30 for willow trees, because you get one during the quest as well. Anyways though, back to it. Just finished catching some scorpions here for a decent chunk of strength XP. Almost taking us up to 42. So I'm doing Wanted, and I didn't realize that the Mage of Zamorak needed all 20 pieces of Pure Essence at once. Fortunately, I'm in a good enough spot to do that. By the way, server's completely crapping out today. Just non-stop pauses every couple of seconds. Well, I guess every few minutes, but for at least a few seconds. Usually as I'm running into a bunch of poisonous scorpions or something. Anyways, I made use of the table trick here to make sure I had enough time to get all the pure essence I needed. Someday I'll be able to form a full sentence without having to pause between every word. And here's the end of the Wanted quest, taking us from 13 to 23 Slayer. It's always a nice big jump to Slayer levels. It puts us just shy of 24. Not sure if there are any other quest rewards, but that one's fairly easy to knock out. It's kind of long because the cutscenes are not really space barable, I guess. That also put us at 150 quest points, which is pretty crazy to me. That I started this count not too long ago and I'm already at 150 quest points. I'm pretty much at or past the point that my previous ultimate was at. In terms of experience, I think I'm a little lower. Quest points also a tiny bit lower, but I'd say overall progression I've surpassed it by quite a bit. I mean, I had like a higher thieving level, I had 97 fishing. That's really just a bunch of AFK time. Only had like 50 something fire making because Wintertot was not out when I created it. And a few minor differences there, but yeah, I'd say overall I'm liking how this is going so far. There's Shiloh Village completed. This is another one that you can tell is from the RuneScape Classic era, just because it's unnecessarily difficult for what it gives you in the end. And it's like often what happened in Classic. Like the things, like the non-boss things hit for like 11s consistently. So anyways, on to another all-time classic, one of everyone's favorite quests, One Small Favor. Also forgot to mention we got 49 magic, which is enough to enchant ruby jewelry from the combat during the quest. I'll also most likely get probably a range level during the course of One Small Favor. Holy crap. Okay, I started a lot of clips like that, don't I? Maybe I shouldn't get into the habit of that. Anyways, oh man, in the middle of this quest, the part where you gotta cut the gems and fix the glider landing strip thing, you get semi-precious gems, which can of course be crushed, right? Well, if you accidentally crush them, you can buy up to 2 more from the gnome. So I did. For reference, I have about a 67 to 70% chance to successfully cut a jade at my level. I crushed all 3 from the quest. Then I went to the Ham Caves, because that's apparently the easiest way for me to get a jade, because I don't have 40 mining, and even if I did, I definitely didn't go to the gem rocks thinking I could mine them and find every world full of people. Anyways, so I went to the Ham members. 2% chance to get an uncut jade from them. So I got 4 of them, and I crushed 4 of them. This is the 5th one. I'm dying inside. That was worse than the actual quest itself. I did get a clue though, so I'm really going to do that after this, but until then this is on the screen because I don't know how to take it off. And there is One Small Favor finally done. Honestly, I don't think the quest is that bad in general. It's made obviously worse by being an Ironman and an Ultimate. And if I hadn't crushed so many jades, I probably wouldn't have minded this quest at all. Because one of the reasons, apart from just feeling like I wouldn't be bothered really, is we just got 20k Herbivore XP. Took us up to 43. That's okay. I was gonna say that's about a level lower than I expected, but we're 48 XP away. That puts us very close to the level we need to use up these Spirit Leaves when the time comes, because that is something we want to use, the super attacks we make from that is. So once we get to that point, we'll be able to do that. So I decided to get some favor for Arceus for our next quest, I think anyways. Got a lamp that's taking us up to 44 Herblore. Just want to do I was planning on doing that somewhere else, like later down the line once I finish this up, which is going to be here shortly, I believe. But, I mean, it's clearly taking up too much space. Oh, I thought I needed to read the books in order to get the favor. And I was going to go into a spiel about how I heard there is an update, or saw somewhere that there's an update that made it so you never had to lock in favor and you would never lose any. I guess it's good that that's true, because I did not double check this in any way. Anyways, we're going to read these for rune crafting XP. And yeah, see how far we get. We start at 15. And you get 4 times your level for each of these books. So that should take us up to just shy of 17. Not bad. There is the Ascent of Arceus done, taking us up to 17 Hunter. Can we leave, please? 17 Hunter and 18 rune crafting. And I personally wanted Hunter to be our lowest level, but also a bit higher level. What I'm getting at is I'm going to run to Tears of Gothics now, and I only have 1 charge left, so I'm going to find out whether you need a light source for Tears of Gothics, because I'm honestly not sure. 90 tears on, what is it, 150 something quest points? Let's see how much XP that gets us. Probably not much. 2k, okay, that is significantly more than I thought. 4 hunter levels from that. Perfectly fine in my books. So, I think I'm going to end the episode off here with this clue scroll casket, but we did get up to 155 quest points, got a few total levels as a result of that as well, and made some decent progress overall. Also cleared out a bit of the looting bag as well, looking very clean there, I would say. And we might have the chance to do a bit more of that in the next episode or two. I am going to try to iron out some goals, I think, for the next few episodes in general, or the series as a whole. Short-term, medium-term goals, those type of things. Just so I can have more direction in each episode and help that drive it a bit. Anyways, let's crack this open. Exactly what I wanted. It could have been a lot worse, honestly. At least we got law runes, which is, you know, it's like 3k worth of stuff, I guess. We can sell these or alchem or whatever else. Anyways, hope you had a good time watching the episode. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to give it a like or give me a comment of some sort. Add me in game. My private is often on. Well, I guess not so much anymore, but I'll turn it back on. Why not? Yeah. Anyways, catch you guys next time. Have a good one. Peace.